Irregular Nation, welcome back to another Irregular Tours with me, the Irregular Neil. Welcome back to Earth 444. I'm your host, Neil Storm, reporting your Earth 1 news. Switch me on. Welcome to Irregular Reviews, live edition of Irregular Thoughts. They should look bigger. No. It's the final shot. Remember, the irregular side's waiting for you, so I hope to see you soon. Remember, don't cross the stream. So go make sure to hit that like, go hit that subscribe, and become a part of the Irregular Nation, because why wouldn't you want to? Come take a ride on the irregular side. Listen all the time. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. See y'all later.
So hard? We neutronized it. You know what that means? A complete particle reversal.
We have the tools, we have the talent.
It's Miller time.
All right, it is. Well, no, I don't like Miller Lite or any of that shit. No, you gotta drink them IPAs. But hello out there. Welcome to Irregular Thoughts live. Yes. Oh, it is Sunday, 6/4, right? Yeah, 6/4. I always gotta look at that date to make sure. And oh boy, someone just got home because somebody had to go buy themselves some syrup because she got herself breakfast for dinner. I thought that'd be a good idea for me too, but I got a turkey club, so I'm okay with that.
That's not what you said.
No, I know. Watch out for the booby trap.
Yeah.
You'll set off the
whole place is a booby trap.
It kind of is a booby trap, isn't it? Oh, watch out, don't fall. Well, just walking in, of course, is Hope Productions herself, Kelsey, and like I said, she had to go buy herself some syrup. And we do call her the heart of the channel, yes. Just like there it is, and there is that beautiful, that voice of approval that she gives me, the yeah, But yeah, so thank you, anybody that does stop by. Please leave a comment in the freaking chat box that they have right there. Say hello, ask a question. I'll be talking some stuff tonight. There's always some kind of nonsense to talk about, and we are close, actually, to 1K subscribers finally. Oh my God. After what, almost 3 years of doing this? 2.5. 2.5. All right, 2.5. So not 3. But also me trying to figure out how the hell this all works. You know what I mean? Because we do a lot of like ridiculous content that I like to do, and Kelsey just goes along with it and produces it, but she edits it. So she does enable this. Don't forget. But what was funny is we hit the 820 mark, right? And that was like a little, about a week ago, I'd say. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, we just did this video, that video. We're only getting so many subscribers for that because we don't also know how to do all that stuff. Kelsey's learned it little by little, how to do all the tagging and get it out into the algorithms of YouTube, as they like to call it, the Matrix. And what I started figuring out was, I'm like, oh, let me start doing shorts. So I started doing a lot of shorts. Whether it be me talking about a little bit of news or whatever, basically it's me just showing my insanity, and that's what I like to do. Oh, and I forgot to turn on the music. My bad. Let me put that on real quick. Which one was I gonna do that they give me? I gotta upload some shit onto here that actually would be pretty good. And I have like epidemic sound, so I know I wouldn't get in trouble with the copyright because YouTube copyrights you for everything. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, the shorts all of a sudden blew up this week. Like, and they've been getting us subscribers. So I guess, like Kelsey likes to say, yeah, just show your dumb ass and your insanity, and maybe that'll work. And I was like,
That's
okay.
exactly how I say it too.
No. But seriously, it's kind of weird how that has gotten more traffic, I guess you could say, to the channel.
Yeah.
Which is like what you want to do. You want to get that kind of thing going. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to? Right? You want to, why not? But then the other thing that was funny too is we like to do newsflash. So before I even get into topics and what we're going to talk about, you gotta have some intro here. You gotta talk. You gotta have some. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying right now. I'm just kind of like, haha. I think I need the air out. I'm getting a little bit hot. Or do you want to open the window? Either one. What do you want? Which one's better? The window. Okay, so window it is. I know. It's so terrible. It gets a little stuffy. It is a one-bedroom boxaroo. So, thank you.
All right.
Yes. For now. No, I don't. But yeah, what was I just saying with the short part? Is that what we're talking about now? Because I'm just kind of going all over the place. I'm looking at you because I know you want to say something.
I don't want to say anything to you.
I need my tag partner here. I kind of felt off not having my tag partner to start this.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
It's like 3 minutes out.
I mean, shit. I'm like, here I am, like, not knowing what to say.
You always talk to yourself.
I do talk to myself quite a bit. Yeah, I do I entertain myself a lot, as you can see. But what we did put out there that was fun with the shorts is we're trying to do that Ghostbuster thing that I want to do. And we did test it. We tested it quick too because we don't even know where like the box is too, where I need to stay in on the green screen, regardless of how big my green screen is. That doesn't matter when it comes to like Power Director thing that we use. I know a lot of people use Adobe, but Kelsey is better with Power Director, and she doesn't have the time to teach her all our stuff. I mean, it is kind of hard to teach all our stuff. This shit. Oh, shots.
It's hard.
Huh?
It's hard when you work full time.
Right. It's hard when you have all that other stuff going on. So it's very involved. It's very involved. That she put that little Ghostbuster thing together quickly. Because we weren't trying to make it all like, okay, got to make it mint, this and that. It's just test footage. So, it's like, let's just show it off and see what it looks like. And it was kind of funny. And then my PKA meter was dead in battery. So that was even better.
Funny.
And I didn't even test any of that.
That's
Good
very
job,
funny.
sir. Real good job. Cheers out there. Cheers to everybody. Some fire-roo. All right.
It's the end of your bottle.
Huh?
It's the end of your bottle.
It's it? So that means I have to have Jack? We'll deal with that.
We'll go to the other place and get more.
But on topics tonight, before because I like to ramble a lot, by the way. We're definitely gonna talk some animal stuff at one point tonight. I do follow this one guy on YouTube, and I think he's great.
Excuse you though. I would like to file a complaint.
Okay.
You have not been sending me any animal videos.
You want some more animal videos? I think I thought I was spoiling you too much with those. I'm like,
Excuse you.
I was like, maybe I gotta wait a second. What?
You make me so sad.
I make her sad.
Yeah.
I make her sad.
You make me sad.
What?
What am I gonna? I've had nothing to do at work now.
Oh, Jesus, you now with your earbuds and you're like, game changer, I listen to music.
It is.
You can even watch documentaries, just keep it there, or watch an episode of something just for the hell of it. Oh my God. Speaking of too, oh God, Max.
But anyways, I would
go ahead.
like some animal videos, please, especially leading up to.
Well, I've gone through a couple of unlikely friends too.
Hey, didn't send it to me. He's just an asshole. He just likes to be an asshole all the time.
I do. There's no denying that. I can't argue that. Let me go into the other brand too, because that has my.
I just saw Miko on my drive back.
Oh, she's watching. So right now, I should probably let me put on my banner, so because I do like to let people know. What?
So,
I don't know what.
Miko's from the raccoon.
Miko's the raccoon. From what?
From Pocahontas.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. You gotta know when I'm talking to Miko. You gotta know who I'm talking to. If you don't know he's a raccoon, you might think that I'm talking to Groundy.
To who? Oh, to Groundy. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Miko.
Miko.
Yeah, we just don't go up. The one thing I do like is that she doesn't go up to the animals.
No,
Thank
you know,
God.
they're living
Well, there
their
are
own lives.
those freaking people that are that dumb
They're
to
all-
go up to wild animals for no reason because they think that they're actually in a damn Disney movie. I mean, so what's funny is that I'll watch like the documentaries, you know, Kelsey likes a certain style of documentary. I'll watch, you know, what actually happens with the animals, you know, like when she sees a fox, she's like, oh, the fox. I'm like, yes, but the fox will go eat the bunny right over there. No. The fox will not go eat the bunny according to her. But yes, the fox will go eat the bunny.
No, they live in a nice little harmony world.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Put the bunny back in the box.
That would be Kelsey yelling at the fox. That would be
No,
that.
they live a little harmony animal life. I don't care if you believe me or not. That is what happens.
Well,
They live their little animal world.
what did happen the other night was when we went outside. I did a short on that. Hey Truth, what's going on? How you doing, man? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that. When we were going outside to go feed the kitties, I did try to make a video on that, but the video like wasn't working properly. So we saw. I'm saving it. I gotta make it like good, and we're gonna do it another time and try to get it like right because all of a sudden there's a lot more cats up in this fucking place. But then there was deer walking, and that makes Kelsey happy. So I'm like, let's go feed the kitties, and of course, you know, and these cats are funny as fuck too. They just like the one sits and waits. What? Oh Jesus Christ. Oh. Just be careful.
You don't like my.
You be careful.
You don't like my.
No, you be careful. Just got out of. Oh my God, I'm going this week. Holy God. Oh, I can't wait now. I've been seeing so much about it. If you have the apples, you be careful whatever else is walking around here. I know it's for the deer. You told me that that's what they eat because you did that with your grandma. Right. So I understand that. I get that.
Don't you worry. It's gonna be for the.
No, that's
I'm not gonna
okay.
get eaten. I'm not like you who walked up to the damn bear
Yeah, I do have issues. We know that already.
and the fox. You were very close to that fox.
Yeah, I was very close to the fox
I
too.
did not.
And
Go close to the fox.
they smell like shit too. Oh, dude. Avoid all spoilers. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's all over the place.
No, spoilers are great.
No matter what, like I already know like some of the cameos and all that shit because you go past it. Some of the motherfuckers, like especially like on the short vids, dude, they'll have it like on the thumbnail, and you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I mean, I know like all that stuff is gonna be in there anyway, so that doesn't even bother me. So I'm cool with that. I remember I didn't see the first one in the theater. I just remember buying it on Amazon, and I'm like, oh my God, I love it. And now with this one coming out, like I said, we went into the Spider-Verse, which I said was, oh, that's dirty. And now we're going across it, and then we're going beyond it next. I mean, they really, like I said, they really knocked it out of the park with those fucking, those titles. Really killing it right there. But no, I'm looking forward to going to see that. I want to go see it on an afternoon, but I did tell my cousin, I'm like, you want to come? And I know going to the movies with that gentleman, he likes to go at nighttime. And it's always late.
In the nighttime.
And it's late in nighttime. It's late. So Brian, if you're watching, what the fuck, dude? We have to go to an early one. Be off on Wednesday. But I have to take you for your car, don't I? That's Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Fuck, it's Wednesday. So yeah. So Tuesday night would be the better. So it'd be the time to go see it. And plus I want to do a review on it anyway. But you know, it was funny. Like you're talking about like the spoilers, right? At the end of the day, as soon as this movie came out in advance, I remember when I did the short earlier in the week, there was fucking reviews for it already with spoilers. So I'm like, damn. And then like from big channels, I'm like, Jesus. I guess you just everybody has to get all that shit out quick now. You know what I'm saying? When it does come to it, because everything is just so like when it comes to news. That's why what is cool is Kelsey has gave me all these new like ideas for Newsflash to make it, you know, like we figured out timing, you know, with my lengthy ass and talking. That's why doing a live always is kind of good for me, because I could just for a while and then rattle off too many points at once and then get lost in my conversation. But she found all these different little like broadcasting clip style things to put in there, and it's just going to work out better. The only thing that I want her to help me with is some of the writing, because I'm not a good jokey joke kind of person. I'm just kind of one of those reactionary people. So I might need a little bit of your assistance when it comes to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe you'd be like, no, say it this way. You know, we do record that, so I mean, it is like that. I would love to do the Neil Storm character live, but it is fucking tough. It's doing a great thing. Let me use the cameras that we have, webcam, like I'm using now. That it's, you know, and then we like the sound effects, and not all the sound effects are in here, and I'm like a fucking drop nut, and I definitely do need a That's What She Said. Why? No, That's What She Said. I need a drum.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. No is a yes upside down. It really is. It really is. It is.
Correct.
Oh, come on. Huh?
How?
In my mind, it is.
How? Just not any of the same letters.
I know.
So, no.
Gang. Blouses.
I was there.
Well, so let me get into some stuff, I guess. I mean, like, why not? Because, you know, I love a good random. Oh, here we go again with me touching shit. Every time I start doing that fucking crap, I start clicking on stuff. No, I didn't click myself out. I thought I clicked myself out. I mean, technically, I'm always random anyway. The Ghostbuster stuff, I'll probably leave for a little bit later on as I go. I mean, there's not much to talk about. Me kind of like basically trying to promote the fact that I'm trying to do something silly. And then we did do that on our channel already. So you have to go watch that. Go watch the short. Give it a like. Come on now. Come on. But I like to talk DC. Kelsey likes to fall asleep when I talk DC. She might even eat her pancakes during this. She might feel a pancake. You're gonna get mad at me if I ask for beers, aren't you? Jesus, yes. No?
Oh my god. Pain in the butt.
Come on! It's
Pain in the butt.
It's the double. No, I'm not. No, not pain in the butt. No. So nice. So nice. Thank you. Yes, I cannot promote any of that because that was getting me in trouble on Newsflash. And then it wasn't being sent to certain countries. Kelsey's like, it's not being sent. I'm like, what? Like, what the hell you? Oh yeah, I got blocked. That's right, I got blocked. I'm getting banned from shit. I get blocked from shit. What am I doing wrong? What am I? Oh, Jesus. Jeez. But when it comes to DCU right now, I mean, geez, what's the scuttlebutt, man? The scuttlebutt is the fucking Flash. I'm not gonna play any trailers at the moment because if I do that, I'm just gonna get fucking in trouble. Because I always get in trouble anytime I play trailers. Even the last Flash video that we did, of course, in the Irregular Speed Force, we got a copyright on that too, didn't we? Yeah. I know, but like it's playing without sound. If it's playing without sound, I don't understand. You know? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Of course, it doesn't matter. You know, now we gotta. Oh, I do have that Steve Urkel drop, but I can't simultaneously click that at once. That'd be cool if I had like voice command. Please play Steve Urkel drop. I mean, come on, Siri listens to me all the time, right? She likes to talk to me. Yeah, she does. Don't you like when she tells me I have like, what is it, ADHD or some shit like that? She's like, these are all the signs for that. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not nice to say. So yes, cheers out there. And yeah, she said it numerous times. Oh, geez. So that drop that I did have, I don't even know because everything's so out of order. How dare I? How dare I be like this? Because I'm about to. Yeah, here it is. I mean, everybody that. I don't know age gaps that do watch here, but I mean, come on. We all remember Family Man.
Steve.
Why? Okay, so back to what I was saying. What screen did I have? Did I have that one? Yeah, it was that one. The Flash, right? The Flash movie. So I actually do have a banner for that, so we understand that we're talking about that for the moment. And then we will move back to like some DCU, not DCEU, because you know we dropped that vowel. But have we dropped the vowel? I mean, it's so stupid. All these, like, I remember as soon as, that's what like is great having like Kelsey when I'm doing this shit and talking about it, because she's like, it's so stupid. She's like, what? She's like, wait, what? They went, it's the DCEU, now it's a DCU, and she's like, what? That's so stupid. She goes, what are they doing? Copying Marvel? And Kelsey doesn't even like watch any of this stuff. She only pays attention to some of this shit because I like it. I love it, obviously. I had to take a sip there. I'm sorry. So when it comes down to that, it's, you know, it's pretty funny. It's funny. It's good to get the reality check to have her here. You know, the one thing I will say is like promotion for this movie, and I've said it in the video that I did. It's like, oh my God. I mean, at the end of the day, you do know that Warner Brothers, Discovery, Max, that's so dumb, the Max thing. And then they still keep like the HBO circle in the A to make it still kind of represent HBO. It just made no sense. You rebranded yourself like 3 times in 3 years, technically, or 2. It's ridiculous. That was just dumb. And then every time I hear Max, you know, see how I go off into something else? Every time I hear Max, I'm like, are we talking about Saved by the Bell? But anyway. Any hootaroos. This movie's had so much promotion within the last, I feel like the entire year. I mean, and you see where it says flash drive. If you're asking, why the fuck does that say flash drive? I've called this movie Flash Drive since I started the channel, because this movie was a hot mess for a while. Seeing the final product, and then what else is hilarious is like you'll see all over the internet, people that have seen it. You'll see the believe the hype, then you'll see the people say, don't believe the hype, and then it's this, the CGI is weird. I love the fucking CGI things that I keep hearing. Oh, it doesn't look finished. The fucking movie's finished. Like, what are you talking about? It's done. Anybody says it looks wonky, yo, motherfuckers, listen up. No humans run that fast, no humans fly, nor do that, or does a Michael Keaton at 70 years old fight the way you see him fighting in this movie. So yes, there's a lot of weird, wonky CGI. I mean, at the end of the fucking day, when it comes to these goddamn movies, I always say, careful what you wish for, because a Flashpoint, and it looks great. So for me, look, like I said, I ate crow when I finally saw the first preview, and I was like, no, still calling it Flash Drive. But I didn't sit here and rip on this movie forever. But I mean, remember, like I called the helmet a Tootsie Pop. It did look like that from the angle that it showed. But then when you start to see things in its final form, you're like, oh, but that's also the great part about, like when I grew up at the end of the day, because you didn't have all this shit, because there's just too much. I mean, yes, the previews have been great. The TV spots have been extensions of what the previews have given you, but still, my God, stop showing so much, because at the end of the day, that's a lot of little details. And like I was saying before about all the people that have seen it, and of course, because everybody is a news reporter, and that's the whole point of the Neil Storm character, because he comes from Earth 444, the broadcasting planet where everybody reports the news. We live on that fucking planet technically now. Now, you'll say, well, dude, you do that too. Yes, I do. But I also like to do so many other things. I like to talk about some of the news that's I enjoy, because I can't really just talk about all this shit all the time. Like the controversy with Ezra Miller, with oh my God, and like the best thing that you see right now is what is it? What did I say? Oh, The second movie's already written. Are you fucking kidding me? There's a writer's strike. Like, how does anybody even fucking buying that? Or it was written before that, or what? Get the fuck out of here. They're promoting the shit out of this movie to basically make the money that they need to make because they've lost so much. What's with the rebranding and this and that. And like I said, with the writer's strike, come on, people, pay attention. So whatever like channels out there that say this happened, that's happened, I don't even know why you believe it. You need to pay attention to context. You need to pay attention to detail when all this stuff goes on. Now, yes, you have the main event right here. Of course, Keaton. Everybody's like, oh, like, what are they going to do with Keaton? I'm assuming that Keaton's definitely going to pass on in this movie a few times, or if not, for good. No, I don't know. I mean, Flashpoint usually resets everything, so who knows? Or do they continuously keep running back in time? Look, the extensions of the scenes, like I said, that I've seen, of the scene that I've seen, like this one, like people are saying it looks wonky. Dude, they're fighting during the day, and it's fucking computer animation, of course, and they're, oh, that's a bunch of shithole. That was the cable remote. I have to pick that up. Those things are so annoying. They pop open so easy. But like the CGI debate to me always cracks me up because what do you expect this to look like? What do you expect it to look like? It looks good. Like I don't follow that. I never follow that. I'm like, if something looks like complete garbage, I'll say yes. This looks nothing like that. And I catch all the comments and I look at them. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are these people just trolls and bots just to be stupid? And that's what it kind of seems like. You see all the artwork and all that kind of crap, and you're getting it from all the different media sources, right? Whether it be overseas, you're getting the different overseas trailers. We're only what is it today again? See, like I already forgot the date, and it's the 4th, right? So it's the 4th. We're not that far away. It comes out on the 16th. There's no need for any more extensions of the trailers that we've seen already. But yet, I'm sure they're still going to come out. I mean, you've gotten the spoilers anyway from toys. I mean, everybody knew that shit was going to happen. That always happens. But growing up when I did, you didn't have to worry about that. You didn't have all this. So, like, you'd see it on your network TV. You're like, oh, cool. And then you can't wait for it to come out. And then you go see it. And then it's fucking amazing, too. Now, there's just so much access to getting all this information. You can see all this stuff. Like, I don't want to see set photos of superhero movies because it's like, no, it looks terrible half the time. Half the time it's like half CGI suit, half real suit. Sometimes it's full real suit, but then the suit looks like, looks like it's Party City. So you don't want to see that. Me personally, like spoilers don't bother me either when it comes to certain things. Like seeing the stuff that we've gotten through this, I'm not like, because it's a 2-hour and 30-minute movie. So you have a lot. I just don't like the fact that I have to sift through so much shit because so many people just need to like talk about the fact that they saw the movie or what to expect, this and that, or articles come out. And it's like, oh my God. My goodness. I get the drive to want to talk about this because it's a trending topic. It's a trending thing that's going on right now for the comic movie world. Like, this is huge. They're trying to do anything they can to make sure that this does. And then it sets up their new world. And then, when it comes to that, there's not like a ton else much to say on the Flash movie because I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Are we looking forward to seeing what happens with Ben Affleck's Batman? And of course, is it the end of the Snyderverse? Yes, the Snyderverse ended a long time ago anyway. So I always laugh. Oh, excuse me about that. I always laugh when I hear that fucking stupid crap. I'm like, Jesus Christmas, people. What's wrong with everybody? Where's everybody getting their sources of information? What are people not paying attention to? Also, when like you have the guy that does run, your DC brand now, which is James Guns. So now, like with like DC news, let me go stop screen on that because we don't need that. But now I'm just talking roundabout and stuff. I could pull up some articles that I have seen. Like whatever when it comes to it. I mean, like I said, the Flash 2 script being done already, we know that's bullshit. Anybody that actually believes that, you're crazy. Will Ezra Miller be back as the Flash? No. There's just no way. I mean, if the movie because if I keep seeing that they've changed the ending. Now, if anybody follows War Stew, he obviously has inside sources of something or whatever it may be, even though he's not this, he's not that, but he's always got the ins on what's going on, what changed in the ending, and a new shocking ending. I saw something about a Wally West with a question mark, like that the Flash dies in it. Well, which Flash dies? And yeah. I mean, why want to know all that for that? Because I mean, it's an adaptation from Flashpoint, so okay, but it's not going to be the Flashpoint that everybody saw animated. And that's like why I was always laughing about the CGI stuff, because everything at the end of the day is just computer generated when it comes to all this stuff. You're watching a live action video game technically. People that don't like to go see animated movies at times, I'm like, why? What do you think? Because you're a kid? You think you're a kid because you're going to see? No, animated movies are great because you can expand reality so much more. You can go further with all these characters. That's why I was always laughing when nobody wanted to see Snyder's thing in animated form, because that would you can do anything you want. Stupid. That'd be stupid. So yeah, like Into the Spider-Verse. Can't wait to see that. Well, no, I mean not Into the Spider-Verse. How dare I? Cross the Spider-Verse. See? Those titles, they get you. They get you. But let me just pull this up real quick just to make sure, there isn't something super interesting that just gets me so excited that I just jump out of my seat, or this seat that this finally breaks. I'm waiting for that to happen on one of these live streams. Kelsey would clip the shit out of that because it would probably happen in fucking slow motion. Now, whether this is a viable source, the direct, I've been on this a few times. I just read some of the headlines. I don't even go into some of the articles because I've seen so much over the past week, over the past day. That's why I'm just like, that's why I have to figure out a better way with Newsflash, with how I do it, because the news is just so freaking ever-changing and fast. And half the time, the news is this rumor mill. Like, if you go to, like, comicbook.com, oh my God. Like, they'll report on everything. If someone picked their nose, they reported on it. Oh, he picked his nose in a perpendicular, like in this weird way, and it might mean something. Like, holy shit. Like what I was just saying with the Snyderverse thing, like the Flash movie Snyderverse connections teased by director. Yes, I know we've seen Andy Muschietti spaghetti on this and that. I know they were talking about the Snyder. He wants Zack Snyder to see it and this and that. Yeah, well, none of those people are going to go see that movie. There's no way. Then the Sasha Kaye thing with the Henry Cavill, and she talked to him after the fact or whatever. Who the fuck cares about all this shit? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get the extreme intrigue. Like, are you really that interested in these actors that actually aren't the characters? I mean, technically, the characters are the people that write them. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's the weird part, or whatever they're trying to follow, or whatever the template may be when it comes to any of these characters. I saw that Michael Shannon thing. Michael Shannon's a great actor. That's cool. I mean, yeah, I know he was defending this, defending that. He loves Zack Snyder, and of course, we all know that Zack got that raw-ass deal, but Zack's doing just fucking fine. And there's that Max thing I was talking about with the circle. Like, that's still supposed to represent HBO right there. You're supposed to know that that's HBO because now it's Max. But like I said, like, what is, like, this? Oh my God, this cracked me up right here. When everybody was just like, oh, Henry Cavill, Superman. And it was like this quick TV spot that gave it away. Like I said, like, small details you should just leave for the movie. And then I saw something about where they blurred out stuff in screenings. So even, like, I wouldn't want to see an advanced screening of something if you're going to do shit like that. What the hell's the point? What is the point anymore of an advanced screening? Are you that unconfident with your own movies these days that you have to give advanced screenings to everybody? Or is this all about capital and just making that money? And then you tie that money into your actual, fucking sales, whatever the hell. But, the Henry Cavill thing, you see the Flash watching a TV, your window, and it's a news feed. It's like breaking news, and Superman's doing something with a volcano, and it's obviously like Henry Cavill's fucking Superman, great. Not really Henry Cavill, la la la, but it's still supposed to be that. Is that the cameo that they were talking about, or will the cameo actually be in the Speed Force? Then you see the way that headline goes: first glimpse of Henry Cavill's Superman cameo revealed. So that's why I don't even click on half this shit anyway, too, because this is crap. But is it revealed? Who knows? What else is gonna be? What else may happen? But who cares? At the end of the day, that's what I always say. Cares. Other than that, like I said, not much else going on. It's not that crazy exciting. And that was like another reason for let me start doing some shorts. Let me start doing shit like that. Maybe cool. Did you heat up your pancake?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. You nuked it? Oh, cool. All right, so we're gonna stop that screen. But I don't have twits, so without Twitter, I don't know what people constantly argue about. I'll see it sparingly through all these other different videos. I'm like, okay, all right, that's great, fantastic. You're arguing about nothing, so it's like, okay, great, cool, so exciting, huh? Yeah, what else is new? Yeah, technically, at the end of the day, yeah. It's nothing. And then Superman Legacy, right? Superman Legacy. Oh my God. Everybody with the worrying about who's going to play Superman, dude, relax. It's going to be all right. Because regardless of whoever they choose, people are going to like it. Other people are going to hate it. And then there's going to be another version of people that are like, well, why did Henry Cavill at the very end? And then it's going to be, they should have never did this, should have never did that, and it's going to be but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because whoever they pick is going to be Superman. And either you like it or you don't, and you move on with your fucking life. No. Oh, did you just break it? Yeah, those you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out with those. Those things could be they're dangerous. They're so dangerous, Kelsey. Kelsey's so strong. She just broke that. All right, let's try not to click myself out again. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna share it. There we go. Now we're gonna go back to this, because this also has some MCU nonsense. Let's see. There we go. Click onto there. There we go. Okay. So going back here. So to touch on MCU stuff. That's why I always tell people, I'm like, the way I do Newsflash is just a better way for me to do this, because at the end of the day, do you really want to just hear me talk about this? Don't you want to hear me talk about life shit? Or some animals, or just random, podcasts about the 90s, the 80s, interesting stuff, not just the news. The news is easier actually to report in shorts at the end of the day. But, I digress. So let's see. All right, let's click out of some of this shit. What the hell with all these fucking pop-ups? Jesus, it's crap. Captain America 4 will break a frustrating post-Endgame MCU trend, confirms designer. See, is that really news, Kelsey? Does that seem like news to you? Or does that just seem let me put a picture that looks interesting and people are, oh my God, I click on it and you're like, what? And it's something about nothing. About absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah, the biggest thing, honestly, the biggest thing that the fucking MCU has going on right now is Across the Spider-Verse. That's what they got going on right now. Nothing else is happening. There's no series really going on and, kicking any ass. You got no Star Wars shit going on, really. It's all about the Spider-Verse. So technically, if I did stream tonight about the Spider-Verse. Oh, Lord Almighty! So that's the funny part about all this. So that's why when we were trying to do our 80s, 90s stuff, and we were doing it via live. I don't know if we should do it via record, like maybe record it too. I don't know what would be the best way to do that, because you want interaction when it comes to all that kind of stuff. Because even when you're talking about this kind of stuff, you want to bounce this off somebody. So that's why, like, I try to, in a way, blow through this so Kelsey and I can go back and forth on other things. Like, we're going to talk about some Disney stuff. I don't even know if there's a lot of Disney stuff to talk about, because shit, technically Marvel's connected to Disney, and besides The Little Mermaid, what's Disney really got going on right now? Not much, besides their. That is true. Let me just step off here for a second. I'll be right back. Kelsey can just say something.
No.
I'm not spending much more time on the MCU. DCU didn't have much either. All right, here I come. Sorry, I left you.
Oh,
It's just you. It's just you and me, anyway.
so sad.
It's okay. It's just you and me. But in regards to, like I said, what's going on with Marvel, I always see some like Deadpool, like this right here, Deadpool 3, right? Jesus, that movie, regardless, is gonna be a cameo fest, and will that take away from whatever they're trying to do with that? I don't know. I hope not. I really don't care about tons of cameos within one movie. I think it gets to be ridiculous, especially in live action. In the animated Spider-Verse, no, that's something totally different in the way they're telling a story. And like I said, in animation, you could do so much fucking more. But Deadpool 3, all right, cool. I know Disney is allowing the R-rated films to come out. But how R-rated will it be? I don't know. It's taken so long for it to come, for that, like a Deadpool 3 to come out, so I don't really give two flying hoo-hoos. When it does come, I'll get a little bit excited for it. Other than that, okay. Secret Invasions, that could be that, like, look, could be Disney Plus special yet. Well, that's not saying much because they've been releasing some shit. So yeah, okay. It has a tone through the trailers that looks good, but oh, bless you. You shall see when it comes to that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all just becomes. Did you sneeze again? Bless you. Oh, okay. Bless you again. And I can't say anything on the Spider-Verse movie yet because I haven't seen it. So, yeah. I did see, what did I see? Oh, yeah, Fantastic Four crap. Like, what the hell's wrong with everybody? Why does everybody care so much about who's going to be casted with that? You should want no names with that anyway. I don't know why you want big names. At the end of the day, and I heard, like, they're trying to go back into, like, the 40s or some shit like that at some point. Like, I know that was like news from a few weeks ago, but still, like, okay. When it comes to that. Yeah, so I'm gonna move on from all that stuff right there because it's actually it's boring me a little bit because there's really nothing to talk about. There's really not much to talk about with that. Unless I want to talk about the old stuff, I can do that. You know what I should start doing, Kels? And I was thinking about it. Do you want to? Oh, we can talk some Disney, right? Because I'll talk some Ghostbusters too. What I was thinking about? I like certain things, I should start doing like my top choices and top 10s and all that kind of stuff. Like, we want to do the 80s, 90s podcast again. We want to bring that back. But I can also come up with either like a short, my top choices for something or whatever it may be. And then we tie that in and more content. And we want to gain those into lives. Like, I really want lives to be very interactive. I do want to talk to people when they come in. I can talk all day long at the end of the day. I really can. So, yeah, I wake up like hyper.
You want hot? I'm sleeping.
I know, I do wake up hyper. So, when it comes to that, yeah, like, I get that this channel is small. Okay, we're trying to hit that 1K. We've got 2 in the chat right now. You know who that is? Myself, Kelsey, because you have to get those views. But to gain audience too, you have to, be a little bit bigger, of course. Also, and then you also like if now that being said, before I even jump. Right, like I have to pick a weekly segment to just talk on a live. And that's not me. Like, that's not me like, oh, why is nobody here? No. That's not even what I mean with this. Before we talk Disney, so I put this in the random. It's what I want to interact more. So like I have to be now consistent, like with now figuring out how to be consistent with shorts. I'm now going to start being consistent with live. So regardless of wanting to do the 80s, 90s podcast, how I'm doing Irregular Thoughts live right now. I want to do Newsflash. We're doing our Ghostbusters. I want to do my contented character shit. I have to be more scheduled with it when it comes to that. But now, like with that, we knew that I was paying, what is it, $25 a month? $25 a month for StreamYard? Yeah, $25 a month I'm paying for StreamYard. And I'm like, I barely go live. Now, at the beginning of the channel, I was going live all the time. But that was also at the height of the Snyder fucking thing that was going on. And I was all about all that shit. And it was great, of course, because that was hitting all my fun field buttons because I did tons of shit on that also. But I remember us getting like 20, 30, 20 plus people. I'm like, we're not even a big channel. But it was because of what you were talking about. And that's the one thing about this. When you're doing this crap, you have to, if you're not talking trending topics, and if you're not talking trending topics and you're not big, like I'm not a big YouTuber or anything, I'm just a fucking normie, no one's really going to be tuning in. Now, if I was talking some trending political thing or some life thing or some trending YouTuber, or I was taking shots at somebody, people would be fucking tuning in like crazy because it's drama and brings it in. But we're not really trying to do that. If I would have to go into battle with somebody, of course I would. I don't care, but I don't seek that shit. Who the fuck wants to do that? That's like, we don't mind it. Yeah.
I've banned several people.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it. I don't mind any of that crap, but we definitely do that if I had to. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to do that crap because that's like I want the intrigue to be what we're doing. If the intrigue isn't what we're doing, then I get it. Move on. If I can keep gaining people, we keep gaining. That's just the way we got to try. We got to keep trying. But now, back to some Disney. Kelsey, any Disney stuff tickle your fancy lately, really? Or, I mean, I feel it's been kind of whatever. Yeah, right? It's like a quiet time of the year because people start going away. So not a lot of stuff is... We're talking, like, right now, we're talking, like, entertainment.
Yeah. There's stuff like we want to watch
Muppets Mayhem. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we can talk about that.
Muppets Mayhem we do want to watch.
So I know that's out. We just haven't really watched much of it. That one animated movie's coming out, but we didn't really seem like we wanted to see that.
Element, no. A lot of the new fucking crap that they come out with, I'm like, nah, I'm good on. It's mediocre shit. There's no heart behind it. It's just like political drive crap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't bad.
Never saw it. Yeah, certain Pixars don't. If they don't talk to me, I'm not gonna see it. Like I don't go out of my way to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But other than that, I don't know if there's like a lot.
You got the Little Mermaid.
Don't like live action anything. Especially when you make the characters look like that.
You fucking love it. Hey, Nicotina, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by, dude. It's good to see you. Well, I don't see you, but you're there.
You don't?
Huh?
You don't? You just see the
Hey, Kelsey, what did you just have for dinner? What'd you have for dinner? Say it out loud.
Why?
Say it loud.
Why?
Say it.
Pancakes.
It was all over. He took us in the house and served us pancakes.
Really don't like you. I really don't like him.
She had pancakes. You did know. You had pancakes. Pancakes.
Please somebody come take them off my hands.
No, you don't take me away. You
I'm gonna
don't.
give them away today at work.
Why would you want to do that?
Nobody would take.
No. Oh, I don't want to drop that. But yeah, like, see, like, we don't even have much to say about like the Disney style stuff because.
Well, that's something that's coming out. And then
But there's
until
something
we-
interesting.
Until we watch that.
Muppets Mayhem, I want to see because I love the Muppets.
Yes. What I will say it's not necessarily Disney, but it is from Disney Plus. I am enjoying some animal documentaries that they have.
Well, no, the animal stuff is good. Yes, that we're liking. That we're liking because we're going to the zoo. We're going to the zoo.
Well,
No, Kelsey is not going to watch that. My cousin's going to be coming with me, and unless I go to a matinee, I'm looking forward to it.
I will when it's streaming. Because I went with you to the last one.
To Spider-Man?
I went with you to the other Spider-Man.
Oh no, that was Tom. That was No Way Home. Yes, that I know you want to see. That you'll see the next Spider-Man movie. But that's shit. Spider-Man 4 is gonna be. Oh, this is the animated one. I think I tried to show you it, and I don't know if you were really kind of interested in it. Yeah, Miles Morales. I have the toy. You did a Google F for the short where I'm talking about it. I showed it to you. Yeah, it's down there. It's down below. It's down below. Down below. Yeah, this is and Brian hasn't seen it either. And I'm like, oh, so you haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse because we have to go across it now. We have to go across it. Can I cross the street? Yes, I jaywalk all the time, technically. I know. There was one day there was a cop when I was going back down. I'm like, shit, I can't just be casual and do this because I just crossed the highway like an asshole.
I don't understand. There's crosswalks.
There's
There's a light. You're passing the light.
That's if I'm going the other way.
You're passing it, but you can go over to that side because that's what you want to do. You want to get to the other side. Correct?
Leapfrog.
That's right, Frogger.
It's like, yeah, Frogger.
No, Frogger.
Frogger,
That was a fun
exactly.
game, actually.
Who would win in a fight? Dr. Spangler v. Doc Brown? Spangler, dude. He's got an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on his back. I love Doc. I mean, Nick, I love me some Doc Brown, man, but shit. Actually, wait, where is some of my e-gun? Where is my e-gun right now? See, I have to really organize those drops.
You're a failure.
I am a failure. I'm trying to set up a comedic move right there, and I just sucked some major fucking ass right there. And I have too many drops. Why don't they give you a better way to space these motherfuckers out? Huh? No, the one I'm looking for was there. I was looking for a nice shooting text, but I couldn't find it. But I'll just do it.
Be a Twinkie, 35 feet long, weighing approximately 600 pounds.
That's a big Twinkie.
We could be on the verge.
And
There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
What?
Don't cross the streams. Why? It would be bad.
it would be. I'm kind of fuzzy on a whole good bad thing. Oh, anybody. Anybody that does stop by also has anybody excited about his turtles? Oh God. Going to play with your Hot Wheels tonight? It's Jimmy. Jimmy.
He's got 'em all there.
There they are. Look. This is your fault, buddy. I saw Hot Wheels at work and they were Batman. I couldn't find the tumbler, but we got all these because I've been in Toy Alcatraz for a while.
Look how many he got.
What? It was
We're
4.
supposed to get that one.
It was 4 for $6.
Oh my God, what a deal.
What a fucking deal. I've been in jail.
Look, he's a child.
I've been in jail, but it was bad. It was bad.
He's just a little kid.
It can
Yeah,
go
okay,
into my.
that's
It
all.
goes into my sections. Hold on, look. It goes into the sections. The Batman
So now
sections
he's gonna have to like
over there.
rework that, see where they're gonna go.
I do have to see where they're gonna go.
That's when you kind of playing with his toys.
What? What about Chuck Norris versus Charles Bronson? Oh, see, that's not fair. Charles Bronson, because he'd probably just shoot him. He would. That would happen. Bronson would just shoot him. And it'd be over right there. So, yeah, there's really not much else on the Disney stuff, honestly. There really isn't. I mean, we'll have, like, stuff to talk about when we go.
Yeah,
And then after we watch Muppets, and then...
Well,
I
that's
don't,
not hard.
no, they're kind of stags right now.
Well, they're not like in their new technical season yet, so
Mhm.
they don't have any new festivals going on. Or,
Right. I'll keep the randomness thing up
Whatever.
there because this is
You
where
know,
I'm always
really
at my
just-
funnest.
I mean, there's little things, but nothing.
Well, there's nothing that super intrigues us.
Yeah. but
That I mean, that's what it comes down to when you like. That's the one thing that's tough when if you're gonna go live and talk this stuff. It's not always easy because a lot of the fucking news is kind of mundane. I don't even. It's just like whatever, you know. There's not enough context to really add stuff to it unless there's something really major going on. Like if I saw the Spider-Verse movie, I'd be doing. Would I do a live on it? No, because if a lot of people haven't seen it because it just came out, so I would probably do more of a content thing because I like doing my green screen and regular reviews, which is right there. You know, and yes, that sound effect was right there. I know. I know. You just gave me a face when I did that.
Good job.
Are we? Do I have to do a shot of Jack now, right?
Well, I'm so sorry. I'm sure you'll be all right though.
All right. All right. Jim, if you're still there, buddy, look.
Look, we got real ones.
Look.
And he thinks he's a king.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Look, they're real. And they're only
King
real
of
because
kings.
I forgot the.
What? Yeah, I know you did.
I said we forgot the other one.
Does flash drive intrigue you? Yeah, flash drive. I'm ready for flash drive. The previews look good. I've said that in numerous things. Do I have this outlining like overexcitement? Like, oh my god, I'm at the edge of my seat. I don't know what to do. No. It's gonna be. It looks like an entertaining flick. We're gonna get Keaton. I love Keaton as Batman too. We're getting Captain Affleck. We're getting everything, of course. You know, Nick. I know what we all love and all that kind of stuff. But I do see us getting an entertaining movie, and I think that's cool. So at least
always wanted to be cool.
Thank you.
why the fuck? Why does it do that?
Oh, she feels bad.
That's so weird that it does that. It just freaks me out.
Tell her she's cool.
It's just so fucking weird. Like, why?
You know, mine never does that.
Yeah, mine talks to me all the time. It talks to me. It talks to me all the time.
Like, okay, I guess she's talking to me.
I mean,
She's
honest,
talking to people.
honestly, Nick, I don't have any fears about it when I look at the trailers that have come out, TV spots, this and that. The overhype, we all know why it's being overhyped. If you're still in the chat, if you're still there, it's being overhyped because they need to make the money. make the money. How do you launch an entire new slate of movies? Like, where's all the publicity and all that kind of stuff? So, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah. Do I have intrigue? Of course. Or wouldn't you? All right. Let's check.
You're fine. Oh my god, so dramatic.
Let's chat.
So, Jeff is fine. Then you know what? You should take a nice little drive tomorrow and get it.
See that? Oh, it's the different.
This is the one you used to do. Back in the beginning.
Jesus.
And you did that every time.
I know, but it's just different.
But I got more cinnamon.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah?
Yeah, like what the hell was? Yeah, like what the hell was that? Huh.
That's cinnamon.
So we were just talking. Oh, here's something that's pretty cool. It's a good thing that we do Google at this stuff. Here's a cool thing. The fact that we are going to the zoo this weekend. Well, next weekend. Is a exciting thing. I do now. Where I'm leading that into too is I do follow the Casual Geographic on YouTube. I think this guy is great. He's so good. He's good at what he does. He gives you a lot of information too, and he's kind of. I'm like, damn. I wish I was like had that kind of verbiage too with certain things because he's got like that perfect sarcasm for it. Kind of like where we're doing this on the live too, where I need to be with Neil Storm like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, we have a picture right here. Great. Okay. Moving on. Then we have like the right sound effect for it and all that kind of shit. That's cool. But the zoo, yes. Kelsey loves the animals. I love the animals. But when it comes to wildlife, I'm not as
Well, there's something wrong with you.
I'm like, oh, okay. Like, like when I see the fox, I'm like, oh, no. I don't want to get on a fox bad side. I don't want to get on no animals. Like, she thinks otters are like this.
They're
like,
so cute.
Did
you see were you watching that was the episode you were watching, and they train them that they like roll over so they can do x-rays. Like, they're so smart.
Yeah, that's the scary part. That's so smart.
They're so smart.
Otters are so. She chooses not to see the bad side. Well, it's not even the bad side. The animalistic side, the real life side. Yeah, her favorite. What's your favorite movie? Zootopia. Zootopia is her favorite. It's the animal world that Kelsey would live in if she could do it in a snap of a finger.
I really would.
She
animals are great and people suck.
Oh my god. It's Kelsey's kind of like the library cop.
I think this is all a big joke, don't you? Well, let me tell you something funny, boy.
What is your problem?
What's my problem? Punks like you, that's my problem. And you better not screw up again, Seinfeld, because if you do, I'll be all over you like a pit bull on a poodle.
That's right. That's right. The casual gamer. Now, the casual geographic. I'm trying to see if I can find a video that isn't giving Kelsey too much realism. Into certain things. Because he does a lot of good stuff. But some of that stuff, I'm like, oh god. So tell me, Kelsey, what is the excitement of the zoo for you? What are you most looking forward to with us going to the Philadelphia Zoo next weekend? You want to see the bears?
Uh-huh. And what else do they do? I think they cheetahs. The cheetahs really are like entertaining me on the you're smart too on the documentary that I'm watching. And he's very smart. And he was raised with dogs. And he thinks he's half dog. So that's exciting. Let's see what else I have. I forget now. I looked at it. Tigers, you told me will walk above me. or something.
They walk in tubes. They walk in tubes above you, and it's kind of freaky. They're looking down at you. Now, they do say tigers and cougars are actually more like they're more similar to house cats because they like to be pet. They'll roll over.
Yeah.
Even rhinoceros is a type of animal that will roll over for you to pet it. What was an interesting thing, because I'm going to show you something from Casual Geographic. I do recommend, if you guys like the animal stuff and learning about it all, this kid does it really well. He really does it well. I'm going to show you all something from it, but I'm just kind of covering this part with like the zoo, because there's zoo trading. Do you know, we have to plug in the window. Do you know what's funny? In zoos, they trade animals. They trade for animals. The only animal that they don't really trade for are pandas. They actually have to pay for pandas. Pandas, they have to give like over almost $500,000 to get pandas. I guess because they're endangered or whatever, but they'll trade any other, like if you want like penguins, they'll give you like 5 tigers or some. It's so fucking funny. It's like trading cards with animals. But you remember like when we were talking about like the zoo thing last night, it's kind of interesting where you're like, they're wild animals. I love going to see them. You know, it's cool. Like you'll see an ape or a chimpanzee or orangutan, sloths. Even sloths can fuck you. These animals can fuck you up. That's the one thing.
But those animals are very.
Even so, Kelsey, it does happen at zoos. It hasn't happened at these zoos, but an animal will stray off, or a stupid fucking human will jump in. See,
Did you see the thing where the guy jumped into the lion?
he got mauled. He got killed. There was a.
He didn't get killed.
Oh
This
no,
guy-
these are other.
Okay, now I forget where it was. But the guy.
For a thrill, right? To be on
No,
YouTube.
he was drunk.
Oh, even better.
And he jumped in there and he's just like face to face with the lion. She didn't eat him.
He's lucky.
And the trainers were just coming to grab him.
Jesus Christ.
But he's like majorly fine now, obviously.
Like why?
Like,
Why would you? Why the fuck would you?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you do that? Why octopus destroyed after having? I'm trying to find a good one. Why elephants don't think you're cute? Here, like Kelsey loves elephants, right? So So I want the one thing I do love about this guy is he's very quippy. He knows what he's doing, and he has a lot of information. And he does it well too. So that's why I do like it. And like I said, I love animals. I can't wait to go see all this shit. I haven't been in like 7 years. I also say to like her, I'm like, damn, but you feel bad because when she's watching on Disney Plus, The Secrets of the Zoo, right? They're not gonna tell you about animal trading and all that kind of shit. No. They
gave away the polar bears from Maryland.
Oh, okay, they did?
Yeah.
But did they get anything back in return? Did they tell them? Yeah, they didn't tell you about that.
No, because these were.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But I think it also could lead to poaching if they sold. So that's why the only thing that goes on is that pandas are the only thing that are paid for. And that might be because of the endangered thing. But there was a video on like a monkey stuff into an otter pit in the zoo. It strayed. It got out. The otters ripped it apart.
How? Those little things?
Otters eat meat.
But it's
Yes.
a gorilla.
They're not.
Or a monkey.
No, otters are badass. Otters are badass. So the one thing here's the one thing so her favorite movie is Zootopia, right? She loves Zootopia. The one thing that Zootopia gets right? So they do like that whole thing. That's why I don't know how they're gonna do it. So that's why I don't know how they're gonna do. I don't know. For a second, I don't know how they're gonna do a Zootopia 2 because the storyline that they chose was kind of like the best storyline for it. That the animals go animal.
When it's broken, I think that's the reason that Mr. Otterton was crazy, not that because he was an otter.
No, look. An animal is animals are basically they become, how do you want to like put it? how do I say it correctly? Like I'm no fucking, I don't know how to say all this stuff correctly, so I don't want to sound like a total spaz. But you're a product of your environment, per se, right? Like you're part of. So if an otter grows up in a hostile environment, they have to defend themselves. Any animal is going to defend themselves, especially in packs. So in friggin' Zootopia, they show animals going animal. An otter, if it feels threatened, you do not want to fuck with an otter.
Yeah, but they were being.
They are fierce.
They.
Huh?
In the movie, they were being drugged.
Yeah, no, I'm Kelsey. In the movie, of course, they're being drugged. I'm just saying. Well, no, but I'm also tying that into the fact that they're actually animals, and otters are badass. And you don't want to fuck with them. I know that's, but see, Kelsey, that's where I don't get worried because Kelsey isn't afraid that. Well, she's not stupid enough to go up to the animal.
No.
She knows that they're wild. She knows. She knows they're wild. She just admires from afar. That's why, she loves the zoo. That's why I love a zoo. I am not one of those dumbass people that want to go swim in a polar bear pit. Swim in a polar bear pit and think that you're gonna survive. They're animals. They're gonna rip you the fuck apart. Your food. So when I see that, I'm like, ay Dios.
See these people that keep doing stuff to them at Yellowstone?
What do you
They
mean?
keep going up to them, and then once they are touched by a human, then if it's like a baby, I forget what it was. It's like a baby or something. I forget what it was. Then the herd will shun it.
They'll shun the animal that went to go be pet.
And it was a baby.
That's that shit.
Yeah. And that recently just happened. And then I think they ended up it couldn't survive.
Okay.
And because the guy went to go take a picture with it. What is wrong with you?
It's animal instinct. I don't get angry at animals. I like learning about them. That's what I enjoy.
And they're like,
now, when you have to, unfortunately, I was trying to, when we were watching a documentary on orca whales, killer whales, and whales are fucking crazy animals, smart as hell. But unfortunately, Kelsey loves seals. The seals, they're cute, they're this. Seals can be extremely mean and douchebag too. I'm not telling you bad things.
Yes, you are.
I am only giving real information. And I'm intrigued. No. I'm intrigued by the real information. I love it. You're going to have to definitely put zoo talk and animal talk in this fucking description because we do a lot of it. We actually, you know what? We have to actually have a live. See, you know what? I have to start doing more on lives. So regardless, like I said, anybody that did stop by tonight, thank you so much. We don't go live really at all. I haven't been live in 3 weeks? At least. Yeah, at least 3 weeks. So, it's just fun to do this style content and just talk. So we're just talking right now, but between the two of us, the one thing that we do love is the animals. So we're going to talk these animals and we can go back and forth. Now we're both different, and giving Kelsey actual information on what goes on in these animal worlds, she hates it. She hates it.
Because they're lies. Guys.
They're not lies.
No,
So
like any other people, right? Just because one is bad doesn't mean they're all bad.
no, dear. No. Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Okay.
So can you give them
I'm not giving any animal a bad name. They're animals. They're in the wild.
Say, otters are mean.
I didn't say they're not all mean. No, I'm saying, but they can be a ferocious species where they will fuck you up. No, not anything. A sloth. Oh God, sloths. Sloths get picked up by hawks. I've seen it happen. So sad. The sloths get picked up. I saw it in a video. I'm like, oh my God. Because sloths kind of camouflage themselves with moss from like all the trees and shit when they climb them. So they kind of blend in. But they don't move. They're not fast. So the only time they can swim well, but not fast. What was oh my God, there was one animal that can hold their breath for like 40 minutes. It was crazy. The one thing I do want to show, because this is actually going to kind of be fun before Kelsey and I, but here we go. Why do elephants don't think you're cute? Because people suck. See, that's the one thing. You flat out said people do suck. They do. So, like he did something on people doing dumb shit at zoos and getting mauled by the animals. Guess what? You're an asshole.
Yeah, you deserve it.
You deserve
I
it.
feel bad for you.
Oh my God. But the thing that he even says, he goes, what's unfortunate is that they have to maybe put down one of the animals or however many. Like, so when an animal goes animal, can you get mad at it? No. Like, what was it? The Las Vegas show where the tiger fucking mauled the one dude? Dude, it went tiger on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else is it gonna do? Okay. So let's click on this.
Oh my gosh.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Oh.
The average person lies about 1 to 2 times a day, 1.65 to be exact. The average person can also expect to be lied to anywhere from 10 to 200 times in the same amount of time. And if you have internet, which you obviously do, because how else would you be here? Most of those lies probably come from behind a screen. And these days, it really doesn't matter what you say. As long as you say it with confidence, a small group of people will believe you. Like if I say that coconuts can technically be classified as mammals because they have hair and produce milk and say it with my whole chest, at least one person's gonna pause this video and think about it. And it seems like every week I get tagged in a video of some guy saying the T-Rex was actually a dragon with wings or Megalodon is still somehow alive. When the truth is, T-Rex didn't have wings, a 60-foot shark isn't hiding from the world in the bottom of the ocean, and there are no hot singles in your area just dying to meet you. The worst lies are the ones you tell yourself. There's a lot of alternative facts out there, so I'm going to talk about the most common and the most entertaining ones that I get asked about. Some of these might be obviously made up, others I may or may not have believed at one point. Either way, someone's feelings are definitely going to get hurt with this first one.
Munza.com makes scans great again. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to say again because they never were, and they're complicated. See, with Munza.com.
So it's a known fact that elephants find us cute. And we know this because the parts of an elephant's brain that are engaged when one sees a human are the exact same as when a human sees a puppy. Meaning elephants see us the way we see puppies. Except it's not true, and for 3 good reasons. Number 1, there ain't an MRI big enough. Not to mention the elephant would have to be awake and fully conscious just for us to be able to prove it. Meaning everyone in that entire room would be 1 5-ton temper tantrum away from getting crossed off the census. Number 2, elephants have every reason to find us the opposite of cute. It's bad enough they're forced to share an area code with some of the most dangerous things alive. But add the fact that humans put an estimated 55 elephants on a shirt, not every week, but every 24 hours. Elephants finding us cute would be like if people found Ted Bundy cute.
Oh my God.
That would just be ridiculous. Someone feels called out and they should be. And number 3, and when I tried to figure out where this fact even started, it turns out it came from a Twitter post back in 2017. And it also turned out that she got that fact from Tumblr, and disclaimer, it's not going to be the only fact we get from there. Long story short, if elephants actually found us cute, the global census would be at least 500 names heavier. But there's nothing cute about this next video. So, you probably have some thoughts. The thing is, that exact clip will go viral once every couple of months. And one of the top comments is always the same. It's some guy saying camels spit their stomachs out their mouths to cool off and 1,000 people having a panic attack over it. The truth is, any camel with his stomach ejected from his body isn't a camel. It was. You're looking at one less sand donkey in the world. What it actually is an organ called a doula. It's an inflatable extension of the upper palate that the male will flex to get a female's attention. Because that's really what it's all about. And as camels go deeper into rut, they'll even start foaming at their mouth to really show the world what type of time they're on. That and the flesh balloon dangling from its mouth is basically a Batman symbol for camels that want to prove that hump isn't just something on its back. It can be a verb and it can also be a desire. Also, I know what you're thinking. I know. You might have even commented it already, so I'm just gonna say it. No, you can't pop it, and yeah, you should be on the list for even asking. But SparkNote's version, that's not a camel showing you its stomach, that's a camel that wants to get into yours. And it's not even the first time something like this has gone viral. And that's because pelicans exist. Specifically, this
shit,
picture
Linda,
exists,
go away if
along
you're
with the
watching.
thousands of people who genuinely believe pelicans will spit their spines out in a way to cool off in the heat.
Oh my
It started as a meme that people will now defend to the death like religion. What they're actually doing is a lot less dramatic. The truth is, this pelican is just yawning. When pelicans yawn, the tissue on their bottom mandible gets stretched out over their neck under it. All it is just a pouch being flipped inside out, not a pelican evicting its own skeleton to cool off. What this flying trash disposal actually does to cool off is gull or fluttering. It's pretty much the bird version of panting. It works by exchanging the hot air from the throat and lungs with the cooler air from outside. Birds like pelicans can avoid overheating, without also having to negotiate half their spine. Because trust and believe me when I say this, pelicans are demonic enough on their own. Another common bird fact is that turkeys are so IQ deficient that they'll look up during a rainstorm and drown themselves. And then somebody will tell you it's true because their neighbor's dog's grandmother knew someone whose turkeys became a hashtag that way. First of all, turkeys aren't that stupid. Domestic turkeys? Yeah, you got me there. But go ask a hunter how dumb wild turkeys are and how easy they are to catch. You'll either get a 40-minute backstory or a few curse words under their breath. Turkeys that manage to survive in the wild are way smarter than they get credit for. As for the drowning in the rain thing, some turkeys get this condition known as tetanic torticollis spasms, or TT for short. And the Spark Notes version is that this neurological fumble can cause turkeys to cock their heads back facing the sky and be stuck there for up to a minute and sometimes longer. So no, the turkey isn't dumb enough to waterboard themselves in a storm. It's just some people that are gullible enough to believe it. And it's probably the same people that believe this. Apparently, otters will show their babies to predators in order to make them feel compassion. Now, I'm not going to judge anyone who believes this, but I'm going to put it real blunt. There are a lot of threats to a sea otter's way of life. Two of them include the headliner for Jaws and a freed Willy. And trying to get sympathy from the same Oreo that regularly sends seals into orbit and stingrays to the shadow realm is basically ringing death's doorbell. Now, you might argue it wasn't a sea otter in the picture. It's a river otter. Fair enough. Imagine an otter trying to guilt trip a prehistoric snare trap with its child. The outcome would be 2 less otters and 1 well-fed gator. Facts like this only go viral when people take human traits and try to put them onto animals. And this is coming from the guy who regularly refers to a killer whale as an oppressive cookie. Because in the wild, morality gets you 404 than put on someone else's 444. Which is why otters are much more likely to sacrifice their own child than use them as a sob story for a coyote. And speaking of babies, you probably heard as a kid how you should never touch a baby bird because then you'll get your scent on the chick and cause the mother to reject it. And that's not true for a very simple reason. Most birds have a poor sense of smell. The average bird wouldn't even be able to tell if you had touched your chick or not. Especially since birds don't identify their chicks by smell, they go by sight and sound. Now, the reason you shouldn't touch one is because if mama bird suspects that her nest has been disturbed in any way, she'll abandon them altogether. Why risk your life raising a family when you can always make a new one? Also, the baby bird might not even need your help, because oftentimes it's a fledgling that people are trying to save. Not knowing that fledglings are perfectly fine on the ground or are probably being supervised by parents nearby. But if those parents did because they see you manhandling their child, then the only thing you helped that baby was become an orphan. Basically, you'd be rescuing that bird the same way the dentist rescued Nemo. Another fact that isn't really a fact is actually something I used to believe. Cheetahs got screwed in the genetic lottery and screwed hard. And one of the reasons people think that is because they can only sprint for 20 seconds at a time before their brains start to overheat and eventually shut down. Cheetahs are a genetic fumble and nothing will change my mind about that. But cheetah hunts don't end fast due to overheating. They end for the same reason you can't sprint as far as you can jog. Sprinting fast enough to catch a ticket on the freeway costs so much energy that even when cheetahs make the kill, they have to rest before actually claiming their prize. And the ironic thing is, in experiments where cheetah body temperatures were taken, they were slightly higher after a successful hunt compared to when they went home hungry. But it probably didn't have to do with the actual running. It probably had everything to do with the stress of knowing they're just one rogue leopard or a clan of hyenas or even a disrespectful vulture away from having sleep for dinner. Yeah, that wasn't a joke, by the way. Researchers now believe that cheetahs get anxious at kills for the simple fact that they can get their pockets picked at any time. That nervousness can cause the temperature to rise. But cheetahs don't actually overheat like an old school Dell monitor. They get more heated over the mental stress of keeping their lunch than the physical stress of actually catching it. And the myth started from an experiment where Harvard scientists took cheetahs from captivity, put them on a treadmill, and then plugged up their south side with a thermometer. And before you say anything, we've done some weird things in the name of science, and that wouldn't even crack the top 10. But all it did was convince the world that cheetahs factory reset themselves if they run too long. Don't get me wrong, they're still low tier, but they're not that bad. Another thing people swear is fact is this one right here, and I'll admit it, knowing what I know about these tuxedo turkeys, I normally wouldn't put it past them. But 2 things. 1, this gif is fake. But 2, penguins don't actually eat each other to test if the water's safe. I'm not doubting that they're big enough cloacas to try. It's the same bird that'll do the mannequin challenge while its firstborn becomes a flatline. But what actually happens is penguins like Adelies will often gather by the water's edge. And it'll usually take 1 or 2 jumping in first before the rest follow suit. Now, obviously, if a murder seal makes a guest appearance, the other penguins probably won't be so quick to join. But penguins don't actively sacrifice each other just to clear the water. The same way sloths aren't as brain dead as some people like to think. You've probably heard this one. Sloths are so stupid that they regularly mistake their own arms for tree branches, only to fall and become a statistic. Except not only is it not true, the myth itself came from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. And that fact was based on a one-time event Douglas experienced with a baby sloth. A sloth's claws actually works in the opposite way a human hand does, where having a tight grip is a default and opening up their claws actually takes effort. Plus, any animal that can't tell its arm from arbor isn't living long enough to be talked about. That would make even a koala look like an MIT candidate, but people took the sloth fact and ran with it. But it didn't get nearly as much mileage as this last myth did, because literally every time you've heard the phrase alpha wolf, you were lied to, because in the wild, the alpha wolf doesn't exist, since the wolf pack's made up of the two mating wolves followed by a couple generations of their children. Saying alpha wolf implies that the leading wolves got there by flexing on all the other wolves in the pack, when really the leading wolves are just the ones that boned. And unless your father got there by throwing hands with everyone under your roof, which I hope for your sake never happened, and unless you're some kind of weirdo, you wouldn't call your father the alpha. You call him dad. The biggest problem with the alpha wolf concept was that it was based on wolves in captivity. That'd be like if I got locked in max security, studied all the prisoners, and then wrote a book on human nature. Either way, it's a myth. So much so that the guy to help popularize the term alpha wolf, David Meck, ended up doing a 180 and even tried to get his publisher to stop releasing his book on wolf ecology because of the myth. Especially since one of the biologists he referenced, Rudolf Schenkel, based his studies on observing wolves in a German zoo. And in poorly constructed zoo habitats, wolves will behave with more self-preservation than wolves in the wild, since the wolves' natural strategy revolves around propping up the weaker, youngest members. Long story short, when you put a bunch of random, unrelated wolves behind a fence, they're gonna start acting different, not unlike humans in max security. Because I think we can all agree whatever goes down in prison doesn't represent people in general. But in the wild, the big bad alpha wolf is about as real as the Easter Bunny. And no amount of...
So, that's some casual gamers. A casual gamer. Casual geographic. I keep saying casual gamer. I don't know why. Do I want to be the casual gamer or something? Like, what the fuck is that? I mean, he'll give you so much stuff when it comes to animals, and he does it in a very stylistic way, in my point, and he has some good wit, and that's just like the random one I picked. I've seen some other ones where I'm like, holy shit, and he gives you so much information and so many obscure things. He's kind of like how you love your animals. This guy, he obviously loves animals. That's why he does all that research and he talks about. Just so you know, it's all different fashions. You know, like you love your animals in a different way, and you know, I just want to have a dog. I just don't have a dog. It's very upsetting. I get very upset that I don't have a doggy. Huh? Of course we have to move. I mean, the fact that I'm paying more in rent now, fuck it. Let's get the hell out. Done with this shit.
You get your doggy.
Oh, I do want my puppy. I do want my puppy. I was almost like tempted to get a cat, and I was like, can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine a cat in this place? The moment the cat would go anywhere near my proton pack, eat any of those wires or plastic. Ooh.
Start knocking your toys down one by one.
Donate right to the restaurant.
Hey!
Done.
Fresh.
Yeah, that cat would be fresh. No, I go and feed the kitties. It's just that I can't have a kitty with all these goddamn wires. Way too many wires in here. This place is just like a place of issues. It's like therapy undone. All right here. All therapy. And Kelsey's lived with it for the last 3 years. Actually, 3 years plus. She's been with it for 3 years. She's lived with it for the last year. She's like, oh. She's like, whoa. She's like, oh God. You know what she wants to do?
I've been smoking weed in the stockroom on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Right under our noses. How awful.
And on Mondays and Thursdays, I just drink. And on Saturdays, I go to the Cinnabon and go nuts. It's so good.
I do have to drink a lot.
So good. She does. Oh, the bar's not on. The bar's not on.
This is a failure.
It's not on. Bar sign's not on, and the light's not on. It's dark. So at one point, when we actually get people into the live chat and all that kind of fun stuff, people are going to have a lot of fun because I watch a ton of streamers. They don't do all this. I've watched some people play video games live. Well, a lot of people will stream for hours. I'm talking fucking like 5-6 hours plus and just talk. Now, of course, they have a ton of people like, and they're only like commenting onto a few of like the things that, you know, some people are saying in the chat, because most of the time it's a community that's talking to one another. But that's where I want to get. I want to get to that. Now, we're getting to one end of it on the content side and on the recorded side, you know, because at the end of the day, on a Sunday night at 8:30, you really want to be listening to some random jackass talk nonsense? No, I wouldn't. So shit. I don't blame nobody. I never would. I have to put the NBA final on. Florida lost. They lost 5-2 game 1. That's going to be a tough series. That's going to be tough for them.
Yeah.
Oh, also, you know what we're going to be doing? Now that I have like a short, you know, like I figured out the shorts thing, I want to start my sports channel. So I'm going to definitely start it off by doing shorts. It's going to be the best way. And then try to veer it into doing like, you know, live stream sports stuff, you know, because especially when I get into football season, definitely going to want to talk Giants, and I'll talk anything else that's going on with football, and I'll just throw it in there. I probably should have done that. Now that I figured out the other part of this, I should have done that during the Devils playoff. Now, even though the Devils were eliminated in the second round, they had no chance, it still would have been a good idea to do. So I probably should have done that. But you know, you live and learn, you figure things out. And that's what I did. So now with doing that, cool. So that's how we're going to do that. So come football season, get ready. There's going to be a lot of shorts coming out. Yeah, I know, with my crap. And then, of course, everything else. Like, I'm finishing up Dragon Ball Super. Now, Dragon Ball Super, I'm only at episode 57. There's 131. I want people to understand that there's going to be a regular review on that, because I'm going to want to talk about that. And I did see something that potentially might be coming up at San Diego Comic-Con with Dragon Ball. I don't know what that may be, but, you know, all right, cool. We'll see. You know, whatevs. But the sports thing's going to be fun. I look forward to that. The NBA fun, you know, like I'm a Nets fan, so when we get into the season, I'll be doing a lot of like yippity yapping about that. So people understand, I am a Devils fan for hockey. I am a Nets fan for basketball, Giants fan, New York Giants fan for football, and a Yankees fan for baseball. Baseball's going on, but baseball is such a long fucking season that yeah, that's a sport that's definitely not for everybody. So like right now, if you know I was a fan of either team, we were we got the NBA finals on right now, so we're watching the final. Well, I'm watching the finals. Kelsey's just kind of laying on the couch going, okay, I'm here.
Weird. My neck is killing me.
Yeah, I noticed that last night.
Well, you didn't wake me up?
You want me to wake you up when you're sleeping? Someone that has trouble sleeping, you want me to wake you up? You were sleeping face down on your pillow like you just kind of came home from a stupor and died. And then I couldn't find the fucking What couldn't I find? I couldn't find the air conditioning remote. I'm like, where the hell is it? And it was in the middle of the bed because you just kind of, you just died. When Kelsey when she goes to sleep, if I don't have the bed like made, she just dies, and wherever the covers may lay, she just grabs them. She don't care. She don't, she don't give. Yeah, I gotta put the air on. She don't give two fucks about any of that. But that, huh?
But anyways, I hurt my neck.
You hurt your neck because you slept weird. So now you want me to tap you if you're sleeping weird? Like, get the fuck up? Well, I don't want you to hurt yourself. No, why would I want you to hurt yourself? That's because you slept like a spaz. Yes. No, it's not lies if you slept like a spaz. You're like, the arms were back and all that shit. I'm like, I don't know what to do. It was almost like when I would walk in, right? When I walk in, when I'm going to sleep at one point throughout the night, because I stay up till all hours of the night. And I would see like the blankets kicked off. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And now this is someone that's always cold, okay? Someone, I'm cold. I'm gonna be frozen. I'm frozen. Oh my God. Frozen.
Mother puss bucket.
That's me, Mother Puss Bucket. Jesus Christ. And I'm like, okay, you're cold. So what do I do? I'll go and put the blankets on, and I try to give her, so you've got the sheet, you've got the bedspread.
There's no need for the sheet.
For someone that's always fucking cold, there's no need for the sheet. There's no need for the sheet. How is it a waste? It's not a waste. At times I like it, and she kicks it all the way down to the bottom of the bed. And when she sleeps like a fucking dead spastic person, I'm like, all right, let me cover. You know what she proceeds to do? She starts kicking and thrusting. So I'm like, that is not true. I'm like, okay, it is true, because if you're down in a stupor.
I've never kicked you. Normally, I wake up the second you walk in there.
What are you talking? How?
Because you're very loud.
I don't try to be quiet. I have to open the door.
And I'm a very light sleeper.
Well, that's the problem. Like, how are you? Like, see, I'm a dead person. So technically, like, look, you can punch a hole through a wall. I will not hear that. I won't. You walked in here. Did I have the door locked on Friday? I didn't have the door locked. All right, so I didn't have the door locked.
I was here for a while.
How long were you here for?
A minute, it changed.
I was definitely wrapped up in my.
Probably about 10 minutes or so before I came in.
And then you were staring at me.
No, then I was unplugging the lights. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna go sleep. But and he's still waiting.
Oh yeah, no. I think that's what I heard. I heard you. You're like, you were gonna leave me asleep on there and say, you're sore. Well, that's because you fell asleep on the couch. You see that? You see that bullshit?
I understand why you fell asleep on the couch. But anyways,
because
I came in here and I could have completely robbed him and he would have never woken up. I could have taken everything. And he would have woke up and been like, whoa, where am I? Where are my toys?
Is that it? Yeah, because everybody's gonna steal my toys. You know how many fucking toys are on those goddamn shelves? Do you have any idea? Well, if you've watched.
It doesn't matter. You literally could walk in here and steal all of Neil's toys, and he would not wake up to stop you. Okay? The fact that you didn't hear me come in, I went into the bedroom. I came out. Opened the refrigerator. Got some water.
Nothing.
Started turning off the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't laugh at me because it's very true. Very true.
Oh, that's so fast. I won't die in a fire because of that.
You wouldn't hear a smoke alarm.
Really? I'm not gonna hear a smoke alarm.
No. But when you're sleeping in the bedroom with that air conditioning on and your fan and everything, no way.
Well, it's because they make this is the wall units. They make noise.
You know,
They make noise.
You know, I guess he's just grateful now because everything.
So if there was a fire, she's saying I wouldn't do this.
Once I woke him up, he would, and he'd knock me out of the way to go and save his brother. That's very true.
I know, but oh my god, that was so much fun to do that last night.
So he would go and save them, knock me down
I didn't.
into the fire.
I had to put
so
my
he
proton pack
so
on.
he could get the proton.
I had to put it on.
But it's not good to be that dead of sleep, bottom line.
It's not good to be that dead of a sleeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I left the door unlocked for you.
And what if it wasn't me that walked in?
So now it's don't leave. If I lock the door, you have to understand something. If I lock the door, it'd be like, oh, what are you trying to keep me out? You trying to keep me out? But now, now, if you don't lock the door, you're gonna die. Well, no shit. Now, I'll be like, did you double lock the door? Did you double lock the door? Now, the reason I say, did you double lock the door? Hold on. There's a reason why I say that.
Why did you say that?
So, because I'm, like, look.
Work on it.
She thinks just because I have all this like crazy shit that goes on this.
People get so scared that pizza people like throw it at
Yeah, like when I get delivery, when you come up to this place, there's lights on the other side too. I don't know if you. You could see that on the other side. Yeah, like that's got different lights. So right over there. Okay, you see that? That's on the open way. That faces the highway. Now, I don't know if there's any cars that pass by that can potentially see that. Yeah, there we go. There's a car that just went by. But you can't hear the cars, but you have that. Now, I'm going to add a lot more. There are some gaps in that window. There's gaps in that window. Kelsey told me about it.
Thanks, Mom, for giving an idea.
Who? Well, no, your mom said about the stars, but you told me about because I want to add stuff, as you can see the finger pointing, that's what she said. Even though that makes no sense. The fact that I have a gap there, I've got a gap there, I'm trying to make sure I follow. I got a gap there, over there. There are things that I can do to that window. Now, the reason I say double lock the door, well, yeah. You're attracting attention to your window.
Yes,
What if?
it's also scaring people away.
Why would that scare people away?
You're not gonna come into the people that have the crazy lights.
It's not the people that have the crazy lights. Oh, Jesus.
We're the crazy people, Neil.
Oh, you know what I gotta say to that, everybody?
Could you please shut up? And that goes for all you. I can't listen to your for one more damn second.
Oh my God. So we haven't put that on in a while in the background. Superstore. Has anybody ever watched Superstore? I mean, it might be the fact that I work retail. I've been working retail for I've been retail for 24 years. Thank God it's unionized. Yes, but Kelsey, you got yourself out. You're only keeping that because we're going to Disney.
Yeah, I went there today.
I know. But you're only keeping that because we're going to Disney. That's the only reason you're keeping it.
You know, it's just stupid money. So.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid work. Oh my God, I fucking hate that shit. Where the fuck was I going with that though? Oh, Jesus Christ. Help me. Help me.
Yeah.
Where was I going with that?
Oh, you're talking about Superstore. Why you think it's funny?
Thank you. So Superstore, and that's the second drop I played because here's another drop I got from I've got a few Superstores. If anybody is a Superstore fan, you saw that was Glenn Sturgis. Now Glenn Sturgis, he just likes to have a lot of juice. We did a Feels in Love on Superstore. Superstore is just hilarious because the fact that it hits like all the retail levels of like insanity that you can go through, and it's not outrageous. I do want to, for what I do, I have the name. It's going to be called Sliced Thin. It is like mint. I have it. I work with it. I've got 24 years shit. I mean, and you see, I'm fucking nuts, so you can only imagine.
There's some good characters.
Oh, there's some good ones. Like, I mean,
I don't want to.
Marcus, check.
I don't want
To see if your thumb is on your hand.
That's
I
when.
think you've got some that would be like that.
Yeah, the guy that dropped the thing on his foot and broke his, he fucked his foot up, and text my boss a picture of his fucked up foot, all hematoma, all swollen. Who the fuck wants to see that? You could just say that you got hurt at work. No one needs to actually. So therefore, the people that you work with in retail, man, oh fucking man. I mean, of course, I fit a stereotype. Look, I'm a grown man that's got lights galore. I've got a light problem, of course. All that shit, you can't even tell what's on those shelves. There's more in there. The bedroom, oh boy, do we have, this is like a fucking fun house in here. Now, to understand that too, we also would have a dedicated room to all this insanity, because you don't want to spread this out. But you got to remember, this is a 1-bedroom box. Now, Kelsey's making a lot of Tina Belcher noises right now. She's like, but this is my insanity. It's not Kelsey's insanity. She loves all this shit. She would have it, but not at this extent. This is my craziness. She just kind of lives in it. She just said, you want to have fun? Have fun. So I've been having fun. That's how this channel started. You have to remember that. But going back into Superstore and retail, I mean, it just hits on so many levels. And literally, I mean, to not even want to go, you should go watch that. Honestly, go watch it. If you have Hulu or whatever, go check out Superstore. Maybe your humor, it kind of falls on par. What do you think? It falls on par with The Office and what else? Because it's definitely not Office. It's awkward humor. It is like cringe.
But not Office.
No, not. Well, at times it is. It's just done in a different fashion. Yeah, I mean, like, remember Bo, or like Bo right here? I mean, he cracked me up all the time. It's definitely a show to check out. I mean, it's either gonna hit you or it's not. I mean, I'm also a fan of. Oh my god, everybody used to like get all upset every time I would play like Zohan. Remember that? Yeah, no. You don't mess with the Zohan. I like Adam Sandler, and he's had certain characters that just crack me up. The Zohan! Or, Ben Stiller with Zoolander. And I have a ton of Zoolander fucking things. Jesus Christ. That's why, like, surprise! My library, and that's why I call myself the Irregular Neil, is so all over the place. I text Kelsey certain songs. She's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "It's just stuff I like." You're right. I'm told I'm special all the time. Sometimes you'll say like, "Oh, what do you mean you're special?" Yeah, there's just a lot of like crazy stuff. I love tons of different things. I mean, and you have no idea for the amount of drops that I do have. I have so many drops, and they just never stop. In other bids of randomness, let's see. I mean, what else has been going on in the world of my like crazy ass mind? So many things, honestly. I mean, I've been getting like really jazzed up recently. The fact that we're almost at 1K for subscribers, and I figured out a way to actually get more traction for the channel so we can get more lives going, to get more interaction, to get more eyes on the content that we like to record. I can't do toy shows, but you got to remember, everybody, what you see behind me, like you see these walls, you see that wall, you see the arcades, you see all those pops across, the window we haven't done, but you see like that wall right there. That was all built over about like 30 plus toy shows that we have on the channel. And we did those. They were so much fun. Kelsey even came up with an intro for the second season, and it was very sitcom based, and it was awesome. And that was why we liked doing the 80s, 90s sitcom stuff. And then I wanted to do like the 80s, 90s action movies. So, like trying to incorporate all this stuff for two people that don't honestly know what the fuck they're doing. Like, she works 6 days a week. I work 6 days a week. So, like that's why when we were doing the channel throughout the last like 2.5 years, we're like, fuck. Kelsey always looks up information. I'm not that guy. She's that person. And I'm like, fuck me. And she would figure out ways how this was going on. She's like, yeah, you have to do this, you have to do that. Or, and I was like, all right, we do our content, we figure that out. And then it turns into the fact that if I want to get more traction, I have to do shorts. And then people will watch my content. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then it comes down to attention span. Like, I'm not going to sit, like, see, I don't pretend and act like that. I don't pay attention to how many people may be in this. I know that there's 2 people, and right now there's 3. At one time there were 6, there was 8, there was 2. The 2 were Kelsey and me. Now there's 3, whatever it may be. So that's why I say, like, you get what you're doing. You understand what you're doing. You can't, when you do these things, you can't worry about who's really watching. You have to just portray whatever you want to portray. You have to say whatever you want to say. You can't worry about all that crap. That's why I get mad at all the channels that I see that only cover trending bullshit, or they make shit up for people to click on it. And I'm like, oh, God, really? So do you really have talent? Do you really actually know how to create content? Do you really know how to entertain? Are you actually entertaining to watch? Do you have any charisma? Do you have any energy? And that's the problem when you watch all this shit. So, let's see. Let's see as we go on. We will find out as we continue. But, that being said, I mean, I don't think there's much else to say. I mean, Kelsey, you got anything like ending phrases or words for anybody?
Really?
Or anything that you want to say?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, right? Yeah.
You know what it's gonna come up with.
Stay tuned, because you never know when this... But anyway, Irregular Nation, thank you for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. It was fun to talk for the last about 2 hours in some entertainment comic news, whether it was DCU, Disney, MCU. Stay tuned for more news flash. It's coming. We're gonna revamp that. Pay attention and get ready for a lot more shorts coming from this lunatic right here. And we're going to be doing, Oh yeah, get ready for that zoo content, because that's coming. And the fact that we're going to be live more often, because If you pay for this shit, you better motherfucking use it. Because if you don't, you're gonna have to do this.
Right. First, you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on. Do it. Come on. Do it.
Irregular Nation, thank you. Make sure to go hit that like, go hit that subscribe if you haven't, and become a part of the Irregular Nation. Because why wouldn't you want to come take a ride on the irregular side with this guy and Hope Productions? Cheers, everyone.